Was the Cure over in 1982? Robert Smith had joined Siouxsie and the Banshees, and Simon Gallup was gone. Then, from the ashes of a broken band, came a song so electronic, so different, that New Order accused them of theft. The truth, the Cure version came first, just not to the public. This is the story of how a band near the end of their career created their most electronic and controversial hit. It's 1982, and The Cure, known to be the masters of gothic gloom, who gave us Three Imaginary Boys, Faith, 17 Seconds or Pornography, are falling apart. Bass player Simon Gallup has walked away. The remaining members, Robert Smith and Lol Tolhurst, are at the crossroads. Robert Smith, exhausted from 3 years of relentless touring, makes a shocking decision. He joins Siouxsie and the Banshees, the same band he briefly played with back in 1979. And the Cure fans were confused. Is this really the end? But then, Smith and Tolhurst, the last two standing members of the Cure, decided to experiment. As Smith later recalled, "We hired an Oberheim setup and ran away with ourselves. This was likely the complete Oberheim system, an OB-XA or OB-8, DMX drum machine, and a DSX sequencer, marketed as a revolutionary pre-MIDI integrated music production system. Technology so new they barely knew how to use it. And remember that distinctive opening on the walk, that discordant synth note over the drum beat? They didn't want it there. They just couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. But that mistake actually became one of the song's signature. Tolhurst crafted that hypnotic vibrato keyboard riff, and Smith took it from there. Smith later described their electronic adventure. "We did the dream using the same Oberheim synthesizer setup as the walk, using Japan as a reference because I loved what had got on their album Teen Drum, and I wanted something along those lines." When the walk hit in 1983, and everyone thought the Cure had ripped off New Order's massive hit Blue Monday, the similarities were undeniable. Peter Hook from New Order was furious, accusing Robert Smith of stealing from Joy Division and New Order. The truth is that the Cure had actually recorded the walk before Blue Monday. It was pure coincidence, and two bands experimenting with the same new technology, arriving at eerily similar sounds. Bernard Sumner from New Order, he just shrugged it off and called Robert Smith a great songwriter. The walk became a hit, charting successfully and putting unprecedented commercial pressure on the band. Everyone wanted another electronic single. But in 1983, Robert Smith revealed the weight of expectation. Everyone wanted them to capitalize on this success, to make their definitive album. Instead, Smith made a brilliant decision. He said no. Smith knew the band couldn't work under pressure, resisting the temptation of instant commercial success. The walk marked a crucial turning point, and the bridge between the Cure's minimalist gothic phase and the more opulent sound that would eventually take them to global stardom. After releasing The Top, Simon Gallup rejoined the band, and the Cure returned stronger than ever with the head on the door. In my studio, I'm recreating the walk using an Oberheim DSX, a Yamaha CS40M, and a Juno 60, post-producing it on Logic Pro to capture that sound from the original track. We have the part that goes after the chorus, and I modify the patch number 16, and this is the result. So I think we have our sound. I added a little bit of chorus. and it's a little kind of distorted, which I like that sound. So let's record. Okay, so now we're gonna record our part that goes in the verse and leads to the chorus. I just modify also the release on the envelope and a little bit of the frequency on the VCF. So now we can record. And I'm starting to doubt, because it happens that the patch bank number 27 is very similar to the other part of the song. And again, I didn't do much. I just cut a little bit of the attack. And the LFO, which I don't know if you can appreciate. Okay, so I was able to undust my guitar. I haven't used this in a long time. I used to play with it with my band, Sweet Electra, a long time ago, and we recorded one album that had some guitars, and that's why I bought it. But I haven't played it in around 7 years, so let's see how this goes. But I mean, the lines on this track are quite simple, and we can have our song actually complete with all the instruments that are featured in the original song. Okay, so now we're gonna record our drums, and for that I'm using my Oberheim DSX. And the toms are different actually. So I might replace actually these toms with some other toms, maybe from the lean or the lean drum. And if not, I might actually use the Logic Pro. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video again. And thank you so much for 8,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you following this channel. It means a lot because that's the only way I can keep bringing more content to you. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, it's very simple. It's for free. So you just click subscribe. If you want to turn on the notifications so you know when a new video is coming to your door, and I'm not going to be posting like multiple videos, so don't worry about multiple notifications. Also, if you want to download the stems for this track, go to Patreon and you are going to be able to download it. There is an option that you can buy it, or also you can become a Patreon if you want to. So you have the decision there, and I really appreciate the support once again, and see you in another nostalgic exploration.